wonderful people, it's Wild here. Today I'm going to be showing you over 13 aesthetic banner designs to use in your spring, cottagecore or flower themed world. All of these designs are survival friendly, and I'll show you the materials you need and the steps to create them. Banners are so much fun to create, and you can use them in many ways throughout your world. You could use them as custom artwork or decorations, to add extra detail to your builds, or even as a cape or decoration on your shield. Keep in mind that the amount of dye you'll need for each banner will be shown in the chest before we get creating. Let's start making some banners. For this sunflower banner, you're going to need a flower charge, and you can swap out the colours of the dye here to create any kind of flower you like. We'll start by creating the flower's stalk. And we'll cover up the unnecessary parts here. And now for the flower itself. And a black circle in the center, and that really makes it look like a sunflower. Finishing touch, and there we go, a sunflower banner. This cherry blossom tree really does look like a painting, and as well as our dye and banner, we're going to be needing a skull charge banner pattern and a globe banner pattern. We'll be starting by placing in a light blue skull. Then we've got our trunk. Add back in our cherry blossom, and then we have a few finishing details to bring it all together. And last but not least, the grass at the bottom third. This little frog is super cute, and you can easily swap out the lime here for other colours like this pink banner for a completely different look. Plus, it only uses dye and banners, no banner patterns here, so it is super survival friendly early game. First, we're going to add in some background elements for his eyes. We've got a green plus symbol. This is where we add in our background colours. I'm using lime green. And then finish off our frog. This simple bee would be super cute beside a hive. I've done mine with a blue background, but it would look lovely on other colours as well. Let's add in his wings next. And then finish off the background. If you're enjoying today's video and would like to access some additional benefits like world downloads for all of my builds, as well as access to a multi-world server, check out my Patreon. I'd love to have you join my community, and I'd really appreciate your support. This tulip is so pretty, and you could customize it with whatever color you like. In red, it could even look like a rose. Let's grab out our supplies. As well as the dye, we'll also need a flower charge pattern and a thing pattern. And then you can swap out this magenta dye for whatever colour you want your flower. Let's start by creating the stem. And we'll cover up the part that we don't need. Now to add in the flower and finish it off. This daisy has such a beautiful subtle design. This is achieved through layering the banner colours. And we'll also be needing a flower banner pattern here. Let's add in the leaves next with a diamond. And back to some layering. and finish off with a yellow circle in the center. This banner looks just like an azure bluette in a pot, but you could swap out the yellow here to achieve a different design. We're going to need a flower charge, a creeper charge, and a globe banner pattern, as well as our dye colours. Let's start with a yellow flower. Then we'll have a green creeper. And then for the last banner pattern, we're going to be having a white globe. Then let's finish it off. Be sure to leave a comment with your favourite banner and join my Discord to share some pictures of how you use them in your world. This cloudy mountain is so picturesque, and it would be great in a place where you can't fit in a window. You're going to need a thing banner pattern as well as a flower banner pattern. And we'll be starting off with a white thing, as well as a white flower. Now that we've got our cloud, let's add in some shape and some gradient. I'm having the gradient come up from the base. And let's create a mountain next. This pretty little bow could be used for so many decorations. I've done it here in pink with a white background, but it also looks great in blue or yellow or any other colour, and you can swap out the background colour too. For this banner, you're going to need a skull charge banner pattern, your banner, 3 of your bow colour dye, and 3 white dye or whatever colour dye matches your background. I'm going to start by creating the base stripes for the bow. Then we'll cover up some of the banner. I'm going to add in the pink skull next. And just finish it off with some white at the top. And as simple as that. This blossom banner would make for some great custom artwork, and I've used cyan for the base, but you could use whatever colour you like. You'll also need a flower charge banner pattern. Next, I'm going to add in some leaves. Then we're going to add in a white flower base. And finish with the pink. This heart banner is so pretty, you could even use it as window shutters on a cottage. Let's create the heart itself first. And now let's add some details. By layering the colours, I achieve a more detailed background. This sunset cloud is so picturesque, and by swapping out the pink, you can achieve a sunrise banner as well. For this, we're going to need a thing banner pattern and a flower banner pattern, as well as our banner and die. Let's create the cloud first. First our flower, then I'll swap out the banner pattern and add in a thing. I'm covering up half to create the cloud shape, and then we've got the gradient at the bottom. This little bunny is just adorable, and you can change out that background colour as well as the colour of the bunny, like I've done here. This one almost looks like a chocolate rabbit. For this, we're going to need a flower charge banner pattern. We're starting with some base elements to add in our rabbit's colours. And we're finishing off with a border. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you consider liking and subscribing, and check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me further. I'd love to have you join my community. I'll see you in another video.